T&A! So, I'm on my way to a new project. As you can see, the car is jam-packed with basically my whole shop. Let's go. Before starting, I want to make myself a really nice workbench so it will be easy to cut everything. So let's do that. Looking good. As you can see, everything is set up. The table saw, all our tools, everything is nice and ordered. This is the storage room. I'm really sorry for the echo. We're inside an underground parking lot in this building. In a minute, we'll go inside. This is basically where we'll be working. This is the basic space. It's really, really small. So that's why we need to build up all the shelves so we have a lot of storage area. The basic room is 3 meters by 3.17. The first thing we need to do is we need to place a laser and place the beams which are going to go on the walls. We're going to make holes through the concrete, through the wood, so we have a great baseline to work on from the shelf up. So let's do that. This is the basic materials. We got 3-meter wooden posts that are 5 by 10 centimeters, and we got OSB plates, 8 of them, which are going to go on top for the shelves. This was all delivered with a great company called Dibble. A link in the description if you want to get them. They work here in it. To clarify, this isn't a sponsored video. They're a really great service, so that's why I said it, but it isn't sponsored. Want to get them? They work here in Israel. The laser, and it's exactly 40 centimeters off the ground. As you can see, that line over there, and also at the end, they marked the 2 spots where we can see the laser. The video doesn't do it justice because it's a bit hit or miss, but in reality it's a straight line. So now we're cutting the first piece to 263 centimeters. How it's going to hold up. Now I'm going to drill the holes into the wood itself. The 2 holes are spaced apart 87 centimeters, so there are exactly 2 for each board. Now I'm going to mark the wood. I was bad like Mike. A bit of a mistake. The hole I dug into the wood is huge. This is the bolt I'm going to be using, so I'm going to drill new holes. It's a smaller bit, and we're going to drill new holes. The screws are in. I can see with the laser that this side over here is a bit taller than that side over there, so I'm going to screw it in, and before tightening it I'm going to put a little pressure over there so it's all level with the laser. What I'm doing is going through all the different places and checking that everything is level and plumb. What we need to do is this 4 more times. This is fucking awesome. Looking great. This is the first wall. We need to take this and throw it on the wall there. Now we need to take this and looking great. This is the first step. All the wood is connected to the wall. Really, really strong. Up next, we're going to start making the beams that go out from the beams that are connected to the wall with the pocket hole. Before continuing, I made a bit of a mistake with the length of these planks over here because of the opening of the door. So I put the laser on the floor and marked the lines over here, and this is the end of the last shelf. Throughout the whole project, I had the computer with me with the SketchUp program open. I highly recommend you do this when you have these big builds because it really helps you to know what you're doing and what are the measurements of each cut that you need. So I made myself a nice cut list with all the lengths of the pieces and the amount that I need. Now we're going to cut everything. Not too fast, little man, took some jazz. These are all the pieces cut to length, each one with its right measurement. Now we need to make pocket holes for all of these. This is the test piece. As you can see, I've played around with the depths of the pocket hole, and these are the 2 pocket holes that I arrived at. As you can see, it's plenty strong, so I'm going to do this for all of the 60 centimeters pieces. Pocket hole jig, it's a generic one from China, it's AliExpress. You put your wood in, clamp it in place, put the right bit that comes with the kit, and then you plunge the hole. After screwing the pocket holes into the wood itself, I started screwing the screws into the holes before even trying to hang them up. It's easier that way. How they're looking, they're not exactly straight because there's the piece that holds them up against each other, and then we'll straighten them up. So we need to put all of these for the whole thing. Now that everything is up, the day is over. We'll continue tomorrow. But as you can see, all the pocket holes are holding up great. Tomorrow we'll need to add the cross beams over here. and the supports and the OSB on top, and then we'll be done. Up next, we need to connect the cross beams that run across the whole width of the whole shelves. We do this by bolting the piece to the side beams through them over here, and we need to drill pocket holes from this side over here to connect towards the piece that connects to the wall itself. So let's do that first, and then because I was working with construction lumber, some of them were a bit warped, so I had to clamp it in place and then screw it in. Second thing was because I was working alone, I had to put 2 wooden posts in the corners to hold up. So the first set over here is done. It's a bit wonky, but once we add the posts that hold up everything, the one in the corner here, the one over here, I'll do with a level check that everything is square. So the same thing we did here, we need to do here and this side. Looking amazing. Everything is all done, all the shelves. Everything is all boxed in. Really satisfied. Up next, we need to put the posts over here that goes in the corners of each side. So everything is plumb and level, because as you can see now, this corner over here is a bit down as opposed to this side over here, which is level. So we'll stick the post here, then screw it from the other side and see that everything is nice and level and plumb. Now we need to take this and looking great. Everything is all plumb levels. As you can see, this ain't going nowhere. Last up, let's put on the OSB sheeting, which is over here. I'm not gonna film it, so I'm just gonna take it. Looking amazing. Everything is all set. Screwed in on all sides, on all the different levels. Plus I've added this wall over here so we can hang up tools on the OSB. Last thing was sanding, because there was a lot of rough edges because of the OSB. Another great project. As you can see, everything is exactly like we wanted on the SketchUp. We have 40 centimeters. This is the last time I'm interrupting the video. I just didn't explain it. I'll put it over here, an image of what I'm trying to simulate. The whole storage system was based around a container, which its measurements are over here. And that's why I've explained we need 40 centimeters in between them, so that we make sure that the whole storage area is nice and efficient. Blue shirt toner out, now back to the video. Between each of the different shelves, enough space to fit all the different things that we need. The whole thing is really, really strong, as I've demonstrated before. You can jump on it, whatever you want, it's not going anywhere. Really, really liking how it turns out. Let me know in the comments below. Like and sub for more. Brought in T&A dad, he's lending a hand. He's screwing in the last boards. This is the aftermath of cleaning up all the shit that goes on in the car. And this is what we're left with. עברתם דירה, אתם צריכים פתרון למחסן. בדיוק סיימנו פה פרויקט אצל לקוח. כמו שאתם רואים, מדפים מעץ, עמידים חזקים, מקובעים לקיר. הכל בהתאמה אישית.